Hey, yo.
Say pimps and playas, what it do? Kesey here. Per the title, today we are making honey garlic salmon. Y'all see this shiny silvery stuff? Yeah, those are scales. And if you're a psycho that leaves the skin on, you want to make sure you cut those scales off. So take your knife and go the opposite way that the scales are formed and cut those scales off. And please do this on a flat surface. I'm up here in the air trying to get y'all a good view of the camera, and you still can't even see what I'm doing. But yeah, go the opposite way, and this is how the scale gonna look like on your knife, just so you can make sure you're doing it right. Now, me personally, I'm gonna cut the skin off. So flip that bad boy over, and I go near the smallest end because I just feel like it's easier to like peel the skin off, not so much having to cut too much meat off. So yeah, just watch. Child, make sure you go slow too. Like, you see how it's peeling back a little bit, but it's stubborn. So you got to take your knife and just, tease it back a little bit and just go little by little. Take it slow. Don't rip off too much of that meat. See how it's just peeling back like how I like, but it still goes slow. You don't want to get too cocky. It'll humble you real quick. Now this leftover grayish whatever, it don't look edible to me, so I always cut a little bit off. Now it's for sure gonna leave some still on there, but I'm still gonna cut it off. Now after you clean your salmon, I just take a little napkin and dab off any little excess. And honestly, I'm probably gonna clean it again after I cut them into little sections, but this is how I cut them up. Now that salmon is ready for seasoning, so I use salt, garlic powder, cumin, some slap your mama, and of course my black pepper. Now don't use too much cumin. Like if you've ever used it, it has like this very distinct taste, and you don't want it to overpower your, honey garlic mixture you finna have going on. So now you're ready to make your sauce, and you're gonna use honey, soy sauce, and a little lemon juice. And this is when I was like, you know what? Let me measure for the people. So use about a half a cup of honey, about 2 tablespoons of the soy sauce, and maybe a teaspoon of the lemon juice. And baby, we don't let nothing go to waste around here. So yes, I'm gonna scrape all that excess honey and make sure all of it go in my sauce. Stir, baby, stir. Now you don't want your sauce to be too sticky, so add a little soy sauce to the mixture, as needed. Not too much on that lemon juice though, because the lemon juice can overpower everything and we don't want that. That's the consistency you want. Now you're ready to add your lemon juice, and like I said, not too heavy on that lemon juice because it will take over everything and we don't want that. But I just use like a slice of one. Now for a taste test. And if you don't know what it's supposed to taste like, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like if you like it or not. Now I started off by adding some butter to my skillet, and I use about 3 spoonfuls. I kept adding because, that skillet get hot. So, add as needed. Now you're ready to saute some minced garlic. So, add how much ever you like. And make sure you saute this on like a low setting because it can get real burnt real quick. Now I'm just moving my garlic to one side because I'm ready to add the salmon. And you don't want to put the salmon directly on top of the garlic because the bottom gonna be burnt and that's not gonna be good. Now after about 3 to 5 minutes, flip it over and be careful flipping them because they're so fragile. And don't add no garlic on top of this. Like, I knew that it would like semi-burn it, but I did it anyway. I got it off in time, but still, don't put the garlic on there. Don't do that. And now for sides, I'm gonna do some broccoli and some instant mashed potatoes, but this is how I do my broccoli. So first things first, I like to add some butter. Not too much on the butter. I just put a little in like the empty spaces that I see. Now I'm ready to season it, and I'm gonna use salt, garlic powder, and of course a little black pepper. Well, a lot of black pepper. Now cover that and turn that stove down. See, now this is that burnt garlic I had to take off. Took it off just in time. Now I'm ready to add my sauce, and I just pour it all over the salmon, on the sides of the salmon. Now I'm ready to add my lemon slices. I added like 5 or 6. Okay, when it start bubbling like this, that means you probably need to add some more sauce, so don't OD it. And if you didn't burn your garlic, this is when you can start scooping up some of the sauce and garlic and putting it on top of your salmon. Now back to that broccoli, it's time to add the cheese, and I use Mexican style 4 cheese. And y'all already know if cheese involved, I like it to be really cheesy, but I do start off with a little and I just keep adding more, like gradually. Then you're gonna cover that just to let the cheese melt down a little bit. 2 minutes later, you're gonna come back, check on it, and you can, well, I can see that I'm gonna add some more cheese. Cover it again and let that cheese melt down. Now let's see what the salmon is giving. She looking good, she bubbling bright. Now back to the broccoli again, give her a good stir and prepare for your final level of cheese. Now after about 5 minutes, everything is done. This is our finished product, and yes, it was slapping. You don't believe me? Ask sis. She went from this to gone. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, and subscribe.